Now that you've started putting your ideas together, let's circle back to an important part of your key insight reflections. Artifacts make up 2 elements of the ePortfolio rubric and wrap up the key insight portion of your ePortfolio. So what are artifacts? Artifacts are items created by you that illustrate knowledge, skills, and thinking in relation to key insights. They are a great way to show off your application of knowledge and the skills you discuss in your key insight essays, and should provide a cohesive picture of what you have learned and applied. Examples of artifacts include assignments, essays, discussion posts, presentations, projects, meeting minutes, marketing materials, event planning documents, you name it. You get to be creative here. Now that we've defined artifacts at a basic level, let's take a closer look at the rubric, again focusing on scores of 3, or meets expectations. Rubric Element 8 states 2 artifacts for each key insight, 1 from within the classroom and 1 from beyond the classroom, including a variety of evidence of student engagement and accomplishments within and beyond the classroom. It's important to note that you will need 1 artifact from within the classroom and 1 from beyond the classroom for each key insight essay. This means in total, there should be a minimum of 6 artifacts included in your ePortfolio, and there should be more than 1 type of artifact, meaning you should not have 6 papers or just 6 photos. Rubric Element 9 says, artifacts are appropriate to the categories with significance described. Artifacts help tell the story of students' experiences and provide supportive documentation of learning and skills. This element focuses more on selling your artifact as a significant demonstration of your learning within and beyond the classroom. Think about what makes this artifact a strong representation of what you're saying in the essay. How does it relate to other experiences? You will embed or link your artifacts in each of your key insight pages. Be sure each document or file is labeled and easily and publicly accessible. Be sure to refer to each artifact in the text and explain why you included it. You can include phrases such as noted in my artifact or as shown in Artifact 1. Highlighting specific sections or excerpts within your artifacts that illustrate your learning makes it easy for your reviewer to find. One question we hear a lot pertains to the use of photos as artifacts. Photos can enhance the aesthetics of your ePortfolio and help communicate your message. However, they are not considered substantive artifacts in and of themselves. We encourage you to think about the purpose of using a photo. Is it relevant to your key insight message? And does it capture the essence of what you were trying to convey? If used as an artifact, a photo must be a candid photo of you actively engaged in an activity. You must explain the photo and its significance, both in the caption as well as in the text of the essay. If you use photos of other people, please remember to ask permission to use images of these people in your ePortfolio. Another question we hear a lot involves group projects. If you would like to use a group project as an artifact, it's important to reference what portion of the project you contributed. Again, this can be in your description in the text and in the artifact label or caption. Finally, let's talk about what to do if you do not have an artifact available. There are lots of reasons this can happen. Maybe you have legal limitations for sharing, like HIPAA or other protected information. Maybe you lost access to your artifacts. There are plenty of reasons, and that's okay. If you face this situation, you can redact identifying information. If you don't have access to materials, you can create or recreate a mock-up information or artifact. As always, if you have questions about acceptable artifacts, email your advisor.